Hey there, coaches. So I hope this is beaming through okay. I've had a bit of a dodgy connection, so I'm hoping that this is coming through nicely now. I think the weather, it's a bit of thunderstorms and stuff going on. There's a bit of weather out there, so it might be affecting the reception and whatnot. So no matter, we shall press on anyway. So I wanted to create this live stream for you guys if you are struggling with feeling disheartened and discouraged and perhaps feeling invisible because you're posting, you're putting your stuff out there, but nobody is responding. So you wonder, is anybody even there? Is anybody even listening? And it's very easy to spiral down the rabbit hole and start looking for the next shiny solution because clearly showing up on social media isn't working. So I want to talk about how you can beat and avoid going down that rabbit hole so you can continue to show up and share your message and watch as your messaging starts to gather and gain traction and watch momentum shift in your favor because it will. So the first caveat that I want to just kind of add in this message, first of all, is that I'm going to make the assumption that you are clear on your niche and your ideal client. So you know what you're offering, you know the problem you solve. So I'm going to assume for the purpose of this live stream, I was going to say purpose of this DVD, what? The purpose of this live stream, I'm going to assume that you've got all of that nailed on. So the reason that you're not gaining traction has nothing to do with the fact that you might be flip-flopping from niche to niche and you lack clarity in your messaging. If you do, then book a call with me because that's what I do. But moving on, let's talk about, I've got 5 key kind of points in this video that will help you to continue showing up. Hey Faye, so glad to have you on. That will help you to continue to show up and shift your mindset around what is happening, aka I feel invisible, nobody's responding. So big tip number 1 is, for this tip, I'm going to assume again that you're here as a coach because you're passionate about sharing your message with the world, right? That you've been through some stuff, you've discovered something that has changed your life, and now you want to help other people change their lives for the better. This is, so you feel passionate about that. So I'm going to make that assumption about you. And I know this is true for most coaches who are in this from a place of passion, because it's why so many coaches also want to be speakers or are speakers and are authors or aspiring authors, because you have a message to share. So big tip number 1 is come from that place. Share your message, share your wisdom, teach what you know. You want to be a speaker and impact millions, right? That's the vision. You want to leave a legacy to uplift people, to shift mindsets and perspectives. You want to be seen as the expert you are. So how do you do that? Well, you show up and share. You show up and teach. You show up and give and add value. And here is your platform, social media. So the more you show up and share, the more you raise your visibility, the more you raise your profile, the more the algorithms, will work in your favor, that thing that works behind the scenes. All of that will work in your favor. So we're going to approach this from a different mindset, that you're here to teach. You are a torchbearer, a light worker with a message to share. So your platform is right here for you to share that message. So that's the first point, which leads me on to point 2. Point 2 is contribute. So if you're just showing up with a mindset that says, what will this get me? With everything you put out there, I need to get clients. What will this post get me? This post must result in clients. This live stream, I hope I get clients from this live stream. When you come at your activity or visibility activity from that mindset, you're in an energy of take, take, take. And guess what? You attract, when you're in that energy, when you're in that space, taking away from you. So you've got to come at your activity from the energy of give, give, give. What can I give? What message can I share today that will resonate and make the most impact on my audience? What truth bomb can I drop today that will shift perspective for my ideal clients? If my message helps just one person today, then I'm happy. Because when you give and you're in the energy of giving and contributing, the universe gives you more in return. So that's point 2, is contribute. Point 3, just non-attachment. Non-attachment. You may have heard me talking about, or you may have read it yourself, about the Steve Jobs expression of shipping your work. Now, I absolutely loved that when I first read it, and I read it at a time when I really needed it. I was really struggling. So the Steve Jobs shipping your work thing basically is about creating your best work. So whether that's write a blog, do a live stream, write a post, create a graphic, write an email, write an article, then ship it, as in put it out there and then come back to your desk, your laptop, and create again, and then ship it, and then come back and create something else and ship it, and then come back and create and ship it. Not post one post and then relentlessly keep updating your notifications to see if anyone's engaging. And if no one is, you start shriveling into a ball of kind of discouragement and feeling disheartened. Just continue to ship, create and ship, create and ship. And you know that will completely get you into an energy of productivity, put you on an upward trajectory as you're starting to get into that creative flow. You know what it's like once you kind of start and you allow yourself to do it consistently enough for just a couple of days, that's all it takes to gather momentum. Then you start to build on it and build on it and build on it, and it grows and it expands. So one of my clients said to me, I need some other strategy as well as posting on Facebook or social media, because I want to feel like I'm doing something else and I'm not just ruminating, and just sitting there. And that was an interesting comment to me, because I think, well, you can come back and you should never be ruminating, as in just sitting there festering in fear thoughts. You can obviously be in reflection, but not in just worried and in fear thoughts. You're always creating. So you come back to your desk, even if you're not going to ship it that day, you create to ship for the next day, or schedule things. And so there's always time for creation, and that's you doing your best work. That's you inspired, working from a place of purpose. You were given these experiences that you've gone through and navigated your way out of for a reason. They all happen for you. And so you take those experiences, you take the wisdom that you've developed and you've come out with, and you share it, but come from a place of non-attachment. So that's the third piece. The fourth thing here is a shift in mindset. Again, all of these are mindset shifts, really, aren't they? But understand that your people are watching you. Again, I've said this many, many times, and even actually on a client call this morning, my client said, I get people reaching out who say, I've been following you for years. Now, almost every one of my clients says to me, I've been following you and watching your stuff for months. So your people are watching you. They are. And the reason they're not reaching out immediately, some because they're not ready, but they know that when they are ready, you're the only person, the only one for them, the choice they're going to make. Some are watching you in the back because they want to know that you're here to stay. They want to know that you're not some fly-by-night, here today, gone tomorrow coach. So they're developing trust because of your consistent visibility. So if you show up large for a week and then disappear down the rabbit hole for another 2 weeks, then that trust is broken. They'll turn and find somebody else. So when you think you're invisible, you're actually just shift into the thinking that I'm a torchbearer for those people who are watching me, and they may not be reaching out right now, and they may not be that front row audience who are commenting and engaging. They sit just behind, silently in the wings, dealing with their own stuff. But when they're ready, I want them to know that I'm still here and available for them. So I will continue to show up for those people. who are sitting, waiting, watching, and just developing that trust and readiness to start working. So, hey, Samantha, nice to see you, hun. And so the fifth point, and there's 2 points to this fifth point. Fifth point. So this is about changing your focus. And the two aspects of this, the first thing is the person who needed to hear this today, because I did promise I'd do this live stream on this topic for someone specific, and I know she's on here now. When you do show up, so this is for the specific person, when you do show up, you do attract clients. But this particular person is so focused, and this might resonate with you as well, is so focused on the gap between where she is and where she really wants to be, that she doesn't notice and see and really acknowledge all of the good stuff that is happening, because it's all being kind of, it's falling into the gap. And when you don't notice and acknowledge all of the good stuff, or you have a moment of like, oh yeah, that was quite good, wasn't it? But you don't take the time to really express gratitude and appreciation and bask in it, then it, all that good stuff just feels like it's getting sucked away. It's not, it's all there, but you're not on a vibrational match to it. That's why you don't perceive it. So you've got to make sure that what your focus is focused on what is going well, what is working for you. Even the appreciation that you have inspired downloads, or you have creative content that you're putting out there, appreciate that, because when you appreciate that, more comes in, you get more creative ideas, more downloads. Okay, so that's the first point of changing your focus. The second point for changing your focus is this: stop saying it's so hard. It's so hard. This is so hard. Stop saying that. That's like giving your brain an embedded command every day, and your brain is going to go, yep, okay, let's make it really hard. So watch your words, watch your language. The power of your words is so, your mind is such a powerful machine, but it will, your brain will take in whatever you're giving it. So when you say and lament over and over, it's so hard, it's such a struggle, I don't know what I'm doing, nobody's responding, where is, all of that. Oh, it's just such an energy of kind of dragging you down, fear state. It's just not serving you. So stop your mentation, your ceaseless repetitive mentations that sound like it's so hard, it's a struggle, I can't do this. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Think about it. Let's be shift a perspective here. Hard would be getting up at 2 or 3 a.m. and plowing a field. Hard is putting on a hard hat and going down a mine shaft and working the mines. That's hard. Hard is not waking up whenever you feel like it, doing some meditation, doing your journaling, maybe going out for a run, and then coming and sitting at a laptop, tapping away with a kettle 10 feet away, and tea, coffee, and biscuits on demand. It's easy. It's easy. So the hardest part is managing and maintaining as I call it, a meteoric mindset. That's the hard part. That's the biggest piece of work in all of this. Because if you think about it, if you manage your mindset, your ability to control what you focus on, and controlling what you're focusing on is controlling on what you want, focusing on what you want, focusing and expressing appreciation for all the good stuff, then, and not focusing on going down the rabbit hole and poor me and it's so hard and I feel so disheartened and where's the money, where are the clients. Just shift your managing your focus and holding true to that focus. That's the hardest part, because when you do master your focus and you maintain it and you hold it there and you manage that, manage your state then controls everything else about what you feel able, what you're willing to do, the levels of confidence you have, your ability to show up and say the things you want to say and do the things you want to do. So it all starts with your point of focus, and that will shift your state of being, and your state of being controls what you do, your behavior, your responses and reactions, and in turn, they will affect your results. So, you know, the saying, you know, how you think determines how you feel determines what you do, your behaviors, your responses, your actions, and your behaviors, your responses, and your actions drive your results and outcomes. So, you know, they're my 5 points. So let me just quickly summarize for you. So this is for you to help you overcome going down the rabbit hole, going down the spiral of, you know, disheartened discouragement. So the first thing is you became a coach to share a message, to teach people, to improve people's lives because you've been through something and shifted your own paradigm and now you want to share it. So share it. Go out there and share, teach, give. Second point, come from a place of contribution, non-attachment, just contribute, give value, because when we're operating in an energy of give, you get more back. You're not in an energy of take, like what will this get me? I need clients from this live stream. I need clients from this post. I need clients from this blog. All of that is an energy of take. So just put your stuff out there from a place of genuine contribution and a desire to give. The third thing is do the Steve Jobs, ship. Come back to your desk, create and ship it. Non-attachment again to what you're putting out there. Stop updating your notifications and seeing if people are, you know, engaging. It's you know, if they are, then great, engage back. But your mindset must be from a place of coming back to the desk, create and ship it, create and ship, create and ship. And that will enable you to gather that momentum and get yourself on the upward trajectory to more. Point 4 was your people are watching you. So just help them make a decision to choose you by retaining consistency in your visibility, knowing that the people who are going to work with you, they may not just be ready yet, or they're just watching you, following your stuff, and they'll reach out when that level of trust is there and they know you're the right person for them. And then the fifth point, change your focus. You know, look for all the good that is happening already, bask in it and appreciate it, and also stop with those crappy embedded commands like it's so hard, I can't do this, I'm struggling, because that just becomes a habitual program that your brain, your subconscious will follow, thinking this is my roadmap. It's got to be hard, got to struggle. If I want to be successful, I need to struggle. So Joanne saying, hey, honey, you're so right. Watch your words, watch your language, stop lamenting. It's easy and it's perfectly doable. I work with flow and ease. I love it. I love it. And Joanne, I really like the create and ship one and detaching from the outcome. So, you know, this isn't about some shiny strategy. This is stuff you know, but it's about shifting your perceptions, your perspectives, your mindset on it. So I hope you found this helpful, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, sending you a ton of love, and I shall speak to you all again soon. Bye.